Hey, welcome back to Canada Grill, folks. Today we're going to show you some neat tricks for cooking a really great steak and an old family recipe for delicious potatoes. We've got the whole family here to help us out, so let's get started. We're going to try to dispel a few myths along the way as well. Here we have 3 1-inch thick New York sirloins with a little bit of marbling. First, we'll marinate them with good quality virgin olive oil and season them with sea salt. You can also add pepper and garlic if you wish. The oil will prevent burning and help keep those delicious juices inside, while the salt will remove the moisture from the meat and help it cook more evenly. The secret to cooking a great steak is to cook it as fast as possible without burning it. Removing the moisture helps that process. Here, myth number 1. Steak should be left out at room temperature for 20 to 30 minutes before cooking. This will allow it to cook more evenly. The fact is, it will take hours and hours to get it up to room temperature. Simply dry them thoroughly with a paper towel or salt them and leave them in the fridge overnight. That'll get rid of the moisture and that'll help them cook more evenly. Here's a simple and delicious old family recipe for the potatoes. First, preheat the Canada Grill barbecue to about 400 degrees and start off with some fresh leeks. Slice them into 1/4 inch pieces. Next, you can cut the potatoes into 1/4 inch slices as well. Insert the leeks alternately between the potato slices. Drizzle them with olive oil or butter as you wish, and dash them with salt and pepper. Wrap them in aluminum foil and place them on the rotating basket. Cover them snugly. Slide the basket in and let them cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now, myth number 2, searing your meat. Again, the theory is that searing produces an impenetrable barrier that seals the juices in. Alas, no such barrier is created and juices can still pass freely out. The best way to cook a thick steak is to start with a cooler heating surface, somewhere around 400 degrees, 450 degrees, and turn it often. You can sear it at the end if you really like that grilled look. But remember, those black grill marks on your steak are actually carbon. You've taken your expensive meat and burned it into charcoal. Myth number 3, flip your steak only once. I don't know where this one came from, but it's part of the barbecuing culture, so here it is. The truth is, turning your steak as often as possible allows it to cook faster and more evenly. When the potatoes are done, remove them from the grill. Or if you prefer, you can place the steaks on the grill 5 minutes into cooking so that everything will finish at the same time. You'll notice that with the Canada Grill, you'll be able to place your food more closely together because you won't be flipping manually. The Canada Grill lets you use less space and less fuel to cook the same amount of food that you would with those massive grills. Also notice that the flare-ups are minimal. This is due to our unique heat shield design. Flare-ups from burning fat are dangerous, carcinogenic, and annoying. The Canada Grill eliminates them by 90%. Let the steaks grill for about 10 minutes. If you need to check them periodically, check with a thermometer. Remember, folks, the thermometer is the only way to get an accurate reading of your steak's doneness, not your hand. Many chefs, including the famous ones, recommend that you use the base of your thumb to check for doneness. Well, I'll tell you that a carpenter's hand and a model's hand are completely different. You'll get a completely different reading from either one of those. Also, cuts of meat are different in feel, and the thickness of them are different. Check the center of the steak, 125 degrees for medium rare, 135 degrees for medium, 145 to 150 degrees for well done. Once done, actually maybe a couple of degrees cooler than the desired temperature, you can remove them from the grill and place them on the table for 5 minutes before serving. This will allow the juices to reconstitute themselves within the steak and will also allow them to cook a little bit more to get them up to the desired doneness. Notice the grill marks on these steaks. They're similar color to the rest of the meat. There's no burnt steaks, no carbon marks. Charcoal marks look cool on your steak, but folks, Get over it and enjoy the taste of a pure steak. See how evenly these steaks are cooked inside? They've been done to 135 degrees or medium wellness. No hot spots, no cool spots, just beautiful, even pinkness. So there you have it, folks, the best steak in town. Hope you've enjoyed this video and the recipes from Canada Grill. Stay tuned and we'll bring you many more in the future. Thank you.